Hi guys, I'm live. How you guys doing? Just want to do some road rant. Yeah, I have a few things to talk about. Yeah, there's something called the investment principle. It's a chapter in the book, The Society of Mind by Marvin Minsky. He was an MIT professor, maybe still is, and it was one of the forerunners of AI. And there's something about the investment principle is once you do something, you tend to want to stick up for that thing. You invest yourself in it. You want to support that thing that you invested in. You spent time or energy or money in something, and you become invested in it, and then you tend to back it regardless of any other factor. And I'm beginning to invest in something new in my musicianship, and that is artistry. Before I met the Moderator, I was just a shredder. I was good at it, but that's all I really did. But when I met him and he started getting the artist out of me, now I'm starting to invest in myself as an artist. I care about how I play the songs, not just about how fast I can solo in the lead. And that's a step forward for me. Like I'll rehearse in my mind more afterward than before a lot of the time. Afterward, I'm always thinking, oh my gosh, what did I do wrong? And replaying my mistakes and hoping it wasn't that bad and regretting that it was if it was bad, because I'm invested in the art of the song, playing the song. I'm invested in playing that song like an artist. And that's a new step for me. But it's consistent with psychology because, and it's consistent with growth in something. I didn't just want to be a shredder all my life. I wanted to be an artist ultimately, and that's what I'm becoming. So I'm becoming invested in more than just playing fast leads. I'm becoming invested in my quality of my performances otherwise as well. The songs I write, the songs I play, the songs that I cover, and hopefully I do them right and well and all that. But then there's another side to the investment principle that applies to my musicianship lately, and that is that Charlie Parker, saxophonist, 1950s saxophonist, he said that you have to learn theory and then forget it and then just play. And that's a process all musicians have to do, and that's one thing I'm starting to do. I've learned my theory, at least a lot of it, not all of it, but a good deal of it, and it's coming time to forget about it, and then after that to just play, and but the investment principle sneaks up in a negative way in this context. It's like, what do you mean forget about it? I've been studying music theory for 30 years. That's important to me and all that kind of stuff. And it's funny how you have to let go of some of your investments to progress in art sometimes too. At the same time as I'm investing in becoming an artist, not just a shredder, I'm also having to divest, which is the opposite of invest, in music theory. I'm having to say, well, maybe just forget about that, even though I studied it for 10 years or 20 years or 30 years. If progress means to forget that and just play, then I owe it to the art and to myself as an artist to do that, even if it's uncomfortable. So I find myself starting to have to divest in things, divest in things like music theory, things that I've already learned a lot and know very well. It's becoming time to just let that go and just forget that. And it turns out that's not easy either. It's like it's easy to stick to what I do. Say, well, I study music theory. That's part of what I do. It's important and all that. But yet, for progress' sake, I'm starting to become asked to forget that. And that's the new thing on my plate. So I'm working on that. I'm trying to forget. And then when I go to play, I want to just let go of the theory, just forget about it and just play like Charlie Parker said, you know? And anyway, just ranting here, no big deal. Just thoughts on my mind. So I'm becoming invested in being an artist and starting to divest in music theory. And I'm even starting to divest in technique a little bit, not just a little bit. The matter has me thinking along the lines of forgetting some of the techniques and not playing as fast as I can at times. Maybe a lot of the time, maybe all the time, I don't know. But he talks about unlearning things, unlearning technique at some level. I don't want to not be able to play guitar, but some of it probably is to the point where unlearning might even be progress. It might even be progress as an artist to let go of some of the technique or whatever. I might need to let go of some of that too, for the sake of the art. And I think I'm doing that. I think I'm making progress in that. Not perfection, but progress. I hope you guys enjoyed the Joe Walsh trilogy. I hope you enjoyed it. I care about how I played those songs, for instance. I care about how those songs came off, and it's not just, I can play fast, so I don't care. I do care. I care how some of the parts went, and I could have done better here or there, or maybe I did do good here or there. And when I go to solo, I wasn't trying to, some of the soloing I did in the Joe Walsh trilogy, I have a feeling I wasn't trying to shred. I was just trying to make the solo sound good and whatever, so there's that too. So anyway, so the studio is getting closer to being completed, and when it does, I'll be recording in it very soon. We'll go live and everything, the whole deal. We'll go live in the studio, and we'll even probably go live while I'm recording, or whatever. We'll play everything by ear, but we'll be live in the studio at least some of the time, which is cool. Hang out in the studio, and I'm beginning to have to bone up on my own stuff, on my originals, make sure I have a lot of fresh material in my head, so we can not waste studio time. But worst comes to worst, I could just ask them what they want, what kind of song they want that I've done, and I could look it up and I could learn it on the spot and bring the lyrics with me or whatever, because I have all the lyrics written down, at least most of my songs on paper. I could bring the lyrics with, and we could just decide at the moment whether they want me to make up a fresh original one on the spot, or if they want me to do an old one, in which case I can YouTube it and learn it and all that. And don't forget, we're going to do the song "I Hate Iran." We're going to start with that one. That's for the guy that's sponsoring the studio. So that's in honor of him. I wrote the music for it, so we're going to start with that one first. So anyway, love you guys. Peace, love, and rock and roll.